Hi there, this is Java Jim with First Line Equipment. And what do we have in front of us here today? The Torre Alfredo Heat Exchange Espresso Machine. And this machine has what they call TSP, Torre Smart PID controlling system. Over the last several years, there has been a push with heat exchange machines to balance out the temperature of the heat exchange pipe. Or pipes. And what is that? You have a big boiler vessel inside, you have a pipe that goes through one side of the group head on an E61 to heat it, and then comes on a return on the other side, and it constantly creates a flowing motion. The big problem over the years with these heat exchange machines, especially the smaller ones, you tend to have a lot of overheating, and if you look up cooling flushes, people would have to do 8 to 12 ounces of a cooling flush, in some cases maybe 4, depending on the boiler size, the size of the pipes, or the diameter of pipes, and the flow. And if there was a restrictor put in, sometimes you'll find restrictors in one or both pipes, and sometimes no restrictors at all. So there's been some development with the technology of PID to balance out the temperature at the group head to lessen the amount of a cooling flush that you need to do. I worked with Torre on developing the Alfredo, giving some advice on creating a heat exchange machine such as the Alfredo, where we can minimize components. Okay, here we have one PID. Algorithms were built to try to maintain the temperature. Now, if you've ever gone to Italy, you will always notice the bartenders who make espresso cappuccino, they will always do a flush. And I really never thought about it, but they usually do a 1 to 3 second flush. That's to clean the screen, get fresh water into those heat exchange pipes, and do that flush. And I'm starting to become a believer on that on even dual boiler machines, to do a little bit of a flush for 1 to 3 seconds. And sometimes right into the portafilter, just in case there's any coffee grinds caked up behind the screen here. So the TSP, like I said, is algorithms to maintain temperature at the group head using one PID sensor inside the machine, and really to monitor that temperature of the group head. And part of that is, if you're making straight espresso, you can pretty much do 10 shots back to back per what Torre, the manufacturer, says. After 10 shots, you will see somewhat of a decrease in the temperature, because the machine is trying to maintain that perfect temperature, and 10 shots back to back is where it kind of starts to drop off. The other part of this smart system is you can hit the button in here for steam boost, and let me take a quick peek over here. There's a button right here. So if you are steaming, all you need to do is press that button and it will build up steam. Now, this is not in steam boost mode, and let me get a steaming picture right here. Okay, you may not even need to use the steam boost button, because it's maintaining good temperature as well as for the steam. So you may not need to use that functionality, but if you do, you would press the button and it would hold the steam. So my question to Torre was, well, then you're going into an overheat. And they said, well, you can turn the steam boost right off, and it usually will balance out fairly quickly if you're making your next shot of espresso. So this is the mentality and the methodology to get there, to build a better machine using less components that can get fouled up by water corrosion for a heat exchange machine. Now, this machine has a water reservoir in the back. I usually say keep it at least 75% full, and always fill it outside of the machine so you don't get any spillage. A couple other things that you notice is you have joystick valves, and these are the full grade commercial valves. Okay, they're not thin, and they have joysticks, so you can enjoy this. And then also, as you see in my other videos, you have the lever in front. Part of the problem is if you have the lever here and you have your, not the lever, the water wand here, it's hard to access that lever. So having the lever in the front actually makes it easier. And these machines are available with the flow control device on top and without, as you see here. But that's pretty much it for the TSP. It's a smart system with a lot of algorithms in the hardware and the software to maintain the temperature, okay, at the group head. And let me just pull up here, okay? So it has pre-infusion. The one way to check is you see like a little bit of steam, okay? Heat exchange machines that don't have this technology, you will see a lot of steam coming out of the group head. So say that was my few second flush, and there we have it again. You see a little bit, it's a little cooler in this room right now. So very, very little steam that comes out. And that's kind of way you measure this is, and typically when I trained customers back in the day to do the cooling flushes, you kind of stop the cooling flush when you kind of stop seeing the steam come out. So that's what we really like about the Torre machines. We think that in this category, in terms of quality build, the structural integrity of the units, the TSP, the Torre Smart PID system, makes this machine a very, very good value. And look on the links below on our YouTube channel for the other videos regarding this machine. If you have any comments, please ask down below or visit on our website. We have a Q&A section. You can ask your questions there, which we like to do. Not only just follow us on social media, but please hit the share button to share with others this nice information about the Alfredo Espresso Machine by Torre, made in Italy. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. As I always say, coffee first, everything else second. Take care.